Hello everyone, welcome to my kitchen. We are going to make a ham and cheese quiche today, and here are the ingredients that you'll need. You're going to need a frozen pie shell, 8 or 9 inch, in the foil pan. You're going to need 1 cup of chopped ham, diced ham, and I have this left over from Christmas. You're going to need half a cup of milk, 1 small potato diced, and I've got it diced like that. You're going to need a half of a very small onion. You're going to need 1 cup of grated cheese, or shredded cheese I should say. This is a Colby and Monterey Jack blend. You're going to need 3 eggs, and also 1 teaspoon of rosemary and 1 teaspoon of seasoned salt, or all-purpose seasoning. Alright, let's get started. Okay, what we have here, sorry about that, I think I was covering the microphone, is our potatoes and onions, and I went ahead and sprinkled the rosemary over the top. Now you're going to put a damp paper towel on the top. We're going to stick it in the microwave. Set it for about 3 minutes. Don't worry, because what you need to do, you can't see, but I do have it on 3 minutes. What you want to do is just cook the potatoes just a little bit, and then they will continue to cook in the oven. So we'll be back with the next step. Alright, in this bowl I have the eggs, the milk, and the seasoning. And that is the all-purpose seasoning or seasoned salt, whichever one you use. And we're going to whisk this. Let me switch hands here. We're going to whisk this until all the eggs are completely incorporated with the other ingredients. Alright? Alright, next step is coming up. Okay, what I did was went ahead and mixed the onions and potatoes up, and you can actually do that before you put it in the microwave. And we're going to put this in our pie shell, and I'll be back as soon as I put all this in. Because as you can see, this is sticking to the plate, and we don't want that. Be right. Okay, the next step, as you can see, I went ahead and spread out the potatoes and the onions in the pie shell. Now we're going to put the 1 cup of ham in there and kind of spread it around a little bit. Make it nice and even. And make sure, if you're using ham, if you might have leftover turkey from the holidays, but if you're using ham, take off the excess fat, because that's just not good. You don't want to bite into a piece of fat. At least I don't. Alright, you're going to take your 1 cup of cheese. You're going to sprinkle it on the top of the ham, and in that order it's going to be potatoes, ham, and then the cheese. Okay. Don't worry about spillage, because you can always pick it up off the cookie sheet, and you do want to put this on a cookie sheet, because if you spill it in your oven, you don't want to clean it up. And chances are, unless you're using a deep dish pie shell, you just don't want spillage. Alright, so that's the rest of the cheese. And now we're going to pour the egg mixture over top of this. Alright, that is all there is to it. We're going to pop this in the oven. As soon as the preheat oven light goes off and it beeps letting me know that it's ready, we're going to stick this in the oven for about 40 minutes to an hour, just depending on your oven, until it's set, until the eggs are set and it's cooked through and the cheese is melted. So we will be back with the finished product in a few minutes. Alright, here is the finished quiche. You might want to let it rest for about 10 to 15 minutes after you take it out of the oven, but it is ready to eat. I hope you like it. Let me know if you try it.